This is Peter Alexander at the White House. Tonight, the mystery over a secret Republican memo, the latest partisan flashpoint. So what's in the memo? Only a few lawmakers know for sure.
Transparency is a good thing. Sunlight's a good thing. Let's let the American people see.
Republicans say the memo, compiled by House Intelligence Committee head Devin Nunes and his staff, details alleged abuses by the FBI and Justice Department, that the agencies acted inappropriately when requesting surveillance warrants for members of the president's campaign team. Evidence Republicans say the Russia investigation was tainted from the start. But Democrats are dismissing the document, one calling it a brainwashing memo that picks and chooses its facts.
This document they put together is false, misleading, misrepresenting.
Why's the memo matter? It's another effort to discredit the Russia inquiry, just as special counsel Robert Mueller is eyeing an interview with President Trump. The New York Times reports the document shows Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, the man overseeing Mueller's investigation, approved an application last year to extend surveillance of a former Trump campaign aide, according to three people familiar with the memo.
Mr. Rosenstein!
Rosenstein tonight ignoring questions. Asked whether the president has confidence in Rosenstein, the White House deflecting.
When the president no longer has confidence in someone, you'll know.
FBI agents fear the mysterious memo's already damaging the public's trust.
What we're seeing here is politicization, weaponization of a classified memo that our own Department of Justice has said would be extraordinarily reckless to release.
The House Intelligence Committee's top Democrat says late tonight Republicans voted to release that GOP memo, but that they blocked the release of a counter memo put together by the Democrats. The White House says President Trump hasn't seen the memo, but he now has 5 days to review it before deciding whether Americans should be able to see it for themselves.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.